Beach volleyball in New York City, at a glance, I will just see raw talent, raw potential. My passion and my goal for beach volleyball in New York City is to find a way to make it available and accessible to any and everyone. The second goal is now to find within this population the body of players who want a chance to compete at the highest level, to excel at beach volleyball without having to say, I need to go join the pros in California. Creating New York to be a hotbed for beach volleyball. Who would have thought, right? Beach volleyball in New York City, there's a passion, man. There's a passion. Once people get involved in it, there's no stopping. You're gonna hit Juliana? And it grew exponentially after the pandemic. People realized how much they miss being outside. The average person I see at the public court in the morning, the first thing I think is like, if this guy or this girl is waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, they have something what a lot of pros have already, dedication. With beach volleyball, it's for everyone, no matter what age, because you could start, as I said, my adult programs, it's my biggest programs, and I have 30-something-year-olds, 40-something-year-olds, even 50-something-year-olds coming and saying, if this is my last 5 years on this earth, I actually want to learn how to do the things properly now. And that just juices me up, that just gets me fired up. And what I've seen over the last year and a half or so, beach volleyball is becoming one of those big, passionate things. Being a part of volleyball is a lot of fun, and it's very addictive. You talk about drugs and alcohol addiction, they should have a thing called volleyball addiction. You know, some people need therapy for it. Could be even better. Back to the top, right? During the pandemic, everybody was always saying, hey, you should pack up and move to West Coast, go south, all right? Because there's no real beaches, there's no beach scene. And I stuck it out. Back in Trinidad, I made history being a part of the first ever junior national program in my country in 1997. And from there I realized, since I was one of the first to learn the sport at a young age in the country, what is the best way to continue growth, continue to teach the next generation? What New York possesses to me is the challenge of creating a new environment and bringing more people into it. Really excited about that challenge aspect of it and spreading the knowledge a little more on the East Coast side. That's what keeps me up at night. That's the next goal, is definitely working on getting more access, more availability, more spaces, so this could actually blossom into something even bigger than we think. I'm spreading myself so thin. I need help from government resources, community resources, and investors. Like, I could still be Batman, but I want a bunch of Robins. I want everybody to push this product, which is beach volleyball. And New York just happens to be a great place for it. When we step out, let's say in 3-4 years, and I'm seeing courts all over Brooklyn, it's in Queens, seeing more courts in Bronx, maybe even in Staten Island.
Now greetings to the world. Youngster no live in a tenement yard.
And seeing kids running around, seeing adults running around. I think that's the joy it's gonna bring.
Fuck all this pretty Sean Carter shit, nigga, ho. Sean was on that gospel shit. I was on the total fucking opposite.
Because we have 8, 10 million, how much ever people going around New York. I could go out on a limb and say 1 million people might want to play volleyball. They just have nowhere to play.
IG pictures. So when you get the hell, you tell them Blanco sent you.
The goal is tomorrow we have a different story to tell. Or a message to deliver that, hey, goal to get 1 million people playing volleyball in New York City.
I never seen a worker rock so many jewels. Ever. I never seen a runner with so many cars.
Did I think leaving Trinidad I'd come to New York and be a full-fledged volleyball coach? Not in a million years. And my grandmother would always say that. She said, you do good, good will always follow. And sometimes good doesn't have a price tag. Sometimes good is free. Doing good is something I've grown up with. And I feel like what I could do with volleyball will do a lot of good throughout New York City.
Can't you see it's my ambition? I come to nice up the whole nation. What a bam bam, yeah. Lord, I miss a what a bam bam. Do it, Jeff. Can't you see it's my ambition? I come to nice up the whole nation.